Starting with a 40-minute EMOM, but today's not as bad as last week. Almost died last week.
Dwight's doing it with you?
I think so, and he's like trying to get it going. I'm really just trying to warm up really quick. Ready to go.
To get him.
Yeah.
13 calorie ski, then it's 16 toes to bar, 13 calorie row, 8 devil's press. Because I really want it to be done in about 40 seconds to give you that 20-second recovery without you like having to sprint to get that done in 40 seconds.
Louis, so you doing this 40-minute one?
Oh yeah.
You don't like the music they listen to?
I like it, but I just like hearing it louder.
Bad Bunny?
No, it's a guy called Santa Fe Clan. He's like Spanish hip hop. People in Mexico will know him. He's very famous in there.
How have you been? It's been a while.
It's been a while. Yes, it has. I've been good. Been traveling, enjoying some time off, just moving my body, not really like super focused on training, but now I'm back and it's good to be back.
We didn't really talk after the games. Do you have any quick like post-game thoughts?
There's like adaptive divisions they just finished up their 3rd year. I think this year I was most proud of like the work that I put in and my attitude throughout it all. So I really enjoyed my time at the games. I'm really looking forward to like some changes they seem to be making going into this next season. I think that it shows like an effort into expanding the divisions and making it even better than it has been. So I don't really know what that looks like, but I'm excited to see what future years are for sure.
What was your biggest takeaway this year from years past? Because now you're a veteran, and also you are all over Madison. Like I went to go get sushi. There's Amy. I went to get on the elevator. There's Amy.
I definitely am like getting used to that. People will send me photos of stuff and you know, yeah, like that's cool. But I'm definitely still getting used to that. It's very odd feeling sometimes. But my biggest takeaway from the games, well, one, it's kind of like interesting to see that no matter who you are or how well prepared you are, everyone kind of goes in feeling very similar feelings of like excitement and nerves. I think it was funny, my first 2 years it was pretty much like 99% nerves and maybe 1% like let's do this excitement. This year I had a lot more feeling of like, you know, I knew that I put the work in and had done everything in my power. Not that I hadn't done that in years past, but I think, you know, I'd gotten kind of the nerves out somewhat in the first 2 years. So like I was able to just focus on what I could do and enjoy the process rather than like, if I made a mistake, which I definitely made mistakes, you know, everyone does that and like they learn from those workouts. Instead of spending the rest of the week beating myself up over it, I was able to like truly like take it in, learn from it and let it go and move on to the next thing, which is a really cool feeling. Oh, actually, so this one, I've had a bit. So this is actually, I got this at my first games. So yeah, I had like a kind of a moment my first year, my very last event. It was my first year competing in CrossFit period. I was very, very overwhelmed. My last event, got emotional, camera got it, and then like it actually, a lot of people saw the video and it was like literally a very life-changing moment. And at the time, I actually got this before I posted the video. It was just like a moment where I felt like I was in the arena. I didn't think that I could lift the weight above my head. It was a PR and like I did. And just feeling like the encouragement behind me in the crowd and just like that moment in general, just truly learning, sounds cheesy, but like to believe in myself and to believe I really could do it. It really did actually change my life. So I told my coach that week, I was like, I want to get this before we leave. So I did. Then I posted the video and it actually legit did change my life. It like opened a lot of doors for me, so.
right at that lactic threshold where it's like small reps, like 10-second transition, 10-second transition and holding at 85 to 88, because I think that's like a big like limiter where you can go, recover. When we start going up where we gotta push like that rest time, we need to just push that. So it's like, that's what I was trying to find with this. If it was like at your top end where did you have to fall off on any minutes?
In the skiers.
Okay, so was it just in the 8th round? So I mean, it was close to perfect. Was it just that you went down to 14 counts?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's good to know. Like, we can play with that.
My longest rest was after GH sit-ups.
Yeah, that was supposed to be the fastest rest.
Finishing the GH sit-ups, I recovered for starting the whole round.
Yeah. We want 1 minute in there that's like, it's not necessarily easier, but you just get more rest to try to hit that so that you get that extra. But I think if we just play with that, because I know that you're strong at the ski, which is why I pushed it up there. Yeah. But with the combination, I think the GHD probably kicked that a little bit. So we'll just play with that.
Those are some big grapes.
I know, that's what I would choose the bigger ones.
Are you done working out? You're gonna eat all that and then work out?
Yeah, good. We just have lifting and a workout at the end, so by the end we get to the workout. Sorry, go.
You count your macros?
What? 10:45? Yeah, so they don't.
No, well,
sometimes.
So
look at you. You don't need
there.
to count your macros. Are you at that point yet where you can understand that being out of shape is okay?
Not a champion, it's okay? Yeah. Yeah, I think it's like, I've just learned, well, I am still learning, but like, if you don't enjoy the process, I think I said this in a vlog that you had like before the games, if you don't enjoy the process, then you're gonna be like really disappointed. Because even if, say you are the champion, like that's amazing, but that feeling only lasts so long, and then you suddenly have the pressure to do it again. And like that's very admirable, don't get me wrong, but I think it's just like you can equally feel like if you're enjoying the process, if you're doing the absolute best that you can do, and you're like looking through it all, I think that's equally successful. I don't think some people might not agree with that, but I don't think that if you come home, if you're not coming home #1 or even #2, it's not saying it wasn't a successful season. People want that for validation, obviously, and it's a great thing, but I don't think it's necessary to enjoy being an athlete.
Do you think you would do it still if you weren't making the game?
You know, that's actually a really good question, because I think like I would like to say, yeah, I would absolutely do it if I like couldn't make the games or wasn't making it or whatever. But honestly, I don't know. That'd be different. That'd be tough to like mentally stay in it, because there's obviously a lot of sacrifice that goes into the process. I think going into it, you have to have in your mind before you start what you want out of it. And if all you want is to make the games, then be prepared to work through a lot of hard mental shit. That can certainly be a goal. But if that's all you care about in the whole thing, that's in for a rough ride, honestly, because at every mistake you make, every bad day, like that's it. You know, like you're very single focused. I think like so much of what I am learning and have learned in the gym has like carried me outside of the gym, that I think that's what like has been the most rewarding. Like I do other stuff in my life that like 3 years ago I would have been too terrified to even think of like speaking aloud to do, and now I'm doing it because I've learned that I can do really hard shit in the gym, and I've learned how to like work through that mental battle so I can work through stuff outside of it. So whether that would look like the games, a different competition, or like not even CrossFit, I think my journey so far has made that like rewarding in itself, and I wouldn't take back any of it when I lose.